What's going on, everybody? Back again to the channel. Sorry it's been a while. I was burnt out, didn't have a lot of ideas, so I had to step away until I could get everything right so I could actually have some ideas and perfect topic to come back on. Yesterday, it was been announced on the latest episode of The Last Ride, the mini docu-series on the WWE Network about The Undertaker, from his redemption from the poor performances at WrestleManias to getting back to where he could be and perform at the level he wanted to, that Undertaker is officially announced his retirement. And it's kind of bittersweet because he said that he has nothing left to accomplish and he just wants to, live a home life with his family, with his wife and his children, which I understand. And but it's also bitter because as anybody who grew up watching him in any era, especially when he was going full time, seeing the level he was able to put on every single night, even when he worked hurt. And it's such a shock still because a lot of fans like me still wish he could be there and work full time. And obviously he can't. Age and injuries have caught up to him, and like he said, he has nothing left to accomplish. He's been a world champion multiple times, been a tag champion on a couple of occasions, a hardcore champion, one of the greatest undefeated streaks of all time, 21-0 at WrestleMania, and a great 30-plus year career. And it's just sad to see him retire. I was hoping we could get one more match. He'd give one more match in front of fans once this pandemic's over with, but I mean, you never know, it could happen. He could decide to do one more when there's a full packed house of fans available, but even if not, that's fine. I decided to make this video to not only share the news and what I think, but also to give you guys some of my memories of The Undertaker. I don't remember the exact time I first saw The Undertaker. I do know my earliest memory of him was when in 2000, he had come back a few months prior with the American Badass gimmick, the biker gimmick. And it was right at the end of the year, I believe, because it was right after that 6-man Hell in a Cell. And seeing that gimmick, I liked it. A lot of people didn't like it. A lot of people didn't like the biker gimmick, but I liked it because you could tell that's who he really was. You know, every now and then you'd see him with chewing tobacco in his lip, and he's either spit into a cup or he'd spit it on someone else, which was always great for a little bit of a laugh. Even as a heel, the gimmick worked. Even as a heel, I never hated him. I always loved watching him because of the style. Because with the American Badass gimmick, it was less wrestling and more beating the living hell out of whoever's across the ring from him. And I always found that exciting because it seemed believable. You know, that's why I think in modern wrestling, it'd be hard to have him have a match against somebody who's a modern wrestler like a Finn Balor or a Seth Rollins or people in other companies that I'm not even going to get into. Anybody who knows me knows my feeling on the other competitor to WWE, knows my feelings about it. And I don't want to cause a problem in the comments with their supporters who are against WWE and all this garbage. But I always liked watching him work, even as when he came back in 2004. I didn't watch WrestleMania 20 live. It was taped for me. The pay-per-view was ordered. It was on late. I wasn't able to watch it because I had school the next day. But it was taped for me, and I got to see every bit of it, unedited, uncut, the way it was broadcast. Can't watch, except for the last match because the tape ran out. You can't even watch WrestleMania 20 in its original format, the way it was broadcast on the network, because they've cut stuff, they've fixed stuff, changed some stuff. For example, the opening match, John Cena versus Big Show for the U.S. title. John Cena's rap on the Big Show was actually a little bit longer than you see on the network. Stuff like that. And I did, even though I didn't get to see the main event, the triple threat with Shawn Michaels, Triple H, and Benoit. Oh well. But that match with The Undertaker coming back to face Kane with Paul Bearer in his corner was awesome. I remember his match at WrestleMania against Edge. I still think that's one of the best matches I've ever seen. Same thing with his 2 matches against Shawn Michaels at 25 and 26. Going back further to WrestleMania 18, that no DQ match with Flair, that no holds barred match. Brutal, but entertaining. Because I think a lot of people went in to watch that match thinking Undertaker's just going to dominate Flair. Flair's never going to get any offense on him, which was wrong. Both men got busted open. Pretty bad. And even Arn Anderson got involved, which was a great match. Another match I recommend. And it's just watching The Undertaker all these years. Because I started watching somewhere between 1997 and 1999. I'm not 100% sure. I was so little at the time. And it's kind of sad that he's no longer going to be wrestling anymore. At least that's the way it looks. But I do thank him for all the entertainment he's given me and every other WWE fan around the world for all these years. And I'm glad that he's gonna just start living his life and being happy, not taking the risk of getting hurt. Who knows? We might see him go in the Hall of Fame next year. Who knows? And now it's like the Brothers of Destruction. Neither one of them have a presence in the company anymore on TV. Undertaker's retired, and Kane, well, Mayor Kane, mayor of Knox County, Tennessee. So he's in politics, and he's probably going to have one more match after he's done with politics. He'll probably come back for one more and retire. Who knows? Because anybody who's watched Kane since day one, or close to day one, knows that at any age he could turn it on and go full bore in any match. Not full time schedule, but in a lot of his matches lately, especially one-on-one, anybody who expected him to go in and do the bare minimum was most of the time proven wrong, because anytime anybody's seen Kane for the first time, expects him to just be a big guy and never leave his feet. I still remember the first time I saw him do a drop kick, and I was taken aback because not really 7 feet, but close to it, and 320 something pounds. You don't expect that. Or him doing the diving clothesline off the top. Who in the hell is going to expect that? So, same thing with Undertaker, him doing the flying clothesline or the suicide dive over the top rope. Not even through the middle like a lot of guys. He went over the top. And you don't expect that kind of athleticism for somebody that's that close to 7 feet and over 300 pounds. So, I just want to say to Mark Calloway, The Undertaker, thank you. If any of you guys decide you want to tweet this to him or whatever, or whatever social media he has, go for it. I'm not asking you to. I'm not telling you to. If you feel like you want to, go ahead. But thank you, Undertaker. And it's still a shock, Gonna miss seeing him. Gonna miss seeing that entrance that sends a chill up my spine. Gonna miss the music, the entrance music. And it's not gonna be the same. When he went to performing once a year, it wasn't the same. When he quit doing full time, it was not the same without him there every week. But it comes with the territory. Not everybody can perform till the day they die, which is unfortunate. Because I know there are people in the business that want to perform till the very day they die. I know Terry Funk's probably one of them. That's somebody else I'd like to cover in just talking about a particular wrestler in another video, is Terry Funk. I think one of these, I think probably I'll do that next week. Maybe later this week. I know at some point I do want to do a video on the top 10 wrestling video games of all time. I just want to add some variety into it, instead of just doing top 10s. You know, I'd like to do news like this, reflection on guys I've watched in the past, stuff like that. But that's basically just what I want to do, you guys, is to share my experience and my memories of The Undertaker. I wish I could have met him at some point, because that would have just been awesome. But I've been to maybe one WWE event in my life, and unfortunately The Undertaker wasn't on Raw at the time, so never had a chance. Who knows, maybe I'll get a chance to go to a WrestleMania, and with the little fan experience they have, maybe he'll be there. Who knows? You never know what the future holds. But once again, thank you, Undertaker. Thank you to the man behind the character, Mark Calloway, for over 30 years of great wrestling and entertainment and memories. That's it for today, guys. Have a good one.